Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. The Avengers Baseball is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PS4. As you can see from the standings, their record is 9-6, 3 games back of the division. They've been inserted into the National League West. 3 games back. Let's jump into the game. 3-game set against San Francisco. They split the first 2 games. Won the first game 9-6. Lost the second game 5-4. Let's play the third rubber match. Play the game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team. Playing at Crosley Field. Looks good. Chris Hemsworth. Thor is the... let's see, who should I put in? Benedict Cumberbatch. Chadwick. Let's do that. We play Dungeons and Dragons on this channel, Shenanigans ttRPG, usually on Monday nights, but when we're not playing D&D, I like video games. So, thank you for joining me. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Major League Baseball. On the mound for the Avengers is Chris Hemsworth, also known as Thor Odinson, making his 4th start of the season. He's 2-1 with a 2.59 earned run average. And he faces off against Tony Gwynn, hitting 246 with 6 RBIs on the season. Here comes the first pitch of the game. And he lines it to the right fielder. Idris Elba makes the catch for the first out. Starting lineup for this Giants. Tony Gwynn in right. Shane Victorino is the center fielder. Jimmy Fox at first. Cal Ripken Jr., shortstop. Brett Boone at second. Gurriel Jr. is the designated hitter. Domingo Santana is in left field. Jordan Luplow is, I have no idea who everybody else is because they never give me enough time to finish the lineup. Shane Victorino, 288, 3 homers, 7 runs batted in. Steps in with 1 out. Tries to bunt his way on, but it will roll foul. Count is 0-1. And he pops it up. Behind the plate, Chris Evans is there. Captain America makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the first base.
Jimmy Fox is on a hot streak. He's 8th for his last 16. Overall, he's 302, 4 homers, 9 runs batted in. Steps into 2 outs here in the top of the first. Inside corner, strike 1.
0-1.
Lines it hard to the first baseman. Tony Stark takes it to the bag himself to retire the side. So after half inning of play, it is San Francisco 0. The Hollywood Avengers coming to bat. On the mound for the Giants, Bob Feller, Hall of Famer, making his 4th start. He is 0-2 with a 6.75 earned run average. Not a good start out of the gate. And leading off for the Avengers is Spider-Man, also known as Tom Holland, hitting 483 on the season. Granted, it's only 15 games, so pitch is low, ball 1. Giants have only won 4 of their first 15 games. Ball 2, count as 2 balls and no strikes to Holland. Swinging and misses the high fastball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. High 3-1 count. Hitters count. The Falcon is on deck. Anthony Mackie. Grounds it to the first baseman. Jimmy Fox takes it himself, and there's 1 away. Lineup for the Avengers. Tom Holland led off. Anthony Mackie, the Falcon, is at short. RDJ at first. Chris Evans at catching. Mark Ruffalo is designated hitter. Idris Elba in right. Benedict Cumberbatch at third. Dave Bautista in left, and Don Cheadle in center. So Anthony Mackin, hitting 375, the Falcon, steps up to the plate. And he skies it to center. It may fall in, and it does, off of the heel of the glove. They'll make it all the way to second base. And with one out here in the bottom of the first, the Falcon has his 4th double of the season. Let's watch the replay. Almost a brilliant catch. They were playing him deep. A lot of real estate. And he almost comes up with it. So next up is Robert Downey Jr. In 253 homers, 9 runs batted in. And he grounds it weakly to the second baseman. The runner advances to third on the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth.
Chris Evans, Captain America, 179, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. He has not had a very good April so far. Looking to recover. Needs a hit to get that run in. Checks his swing, pitches high, ball 1. Triple digits on the radar gun, 100 miles an hour. Out in front of the curveball, count as 1 ball and 1 strike on the captain. Outside, 2-1. Gary Simmons is the man calling balls and strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Runner on third. And in the bottom of the first. And he pulls it through the right side. It's going to be an RBI single for Chris Evans. And the MCU takes a early 1-0 lead.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
He can do this all day, ladies and gentlemen. He can do this all day. Next up is the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, batting 294, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Way out in front of the change-up. Count is 0-1. And he pulls it foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Mark. Pitch is low, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
Outside in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ruffalo. Inside corner, strike 3, side retired. But they do get a run here, and after 1 inning of play, it is the Avengers 1, the Giants 0. Leading off the top of the second, Cal Ripken Jr. Hall of Famer. At the knees, strike 1. Avengers are 9-6. It's good for 3rd place in the National League West. And Cal Rip pulls it. Foul. Count is 0-2. My urge is to call him the Iron Man, but Robert Downey Jr. is the Iron Man, at least in this franchise. Fouls it off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there's 1 down here in the second. Brett Boone hitting 232, 3 homers, 6 runs batted in. And he slices it foul into the seats for strike number 1. Fouls it off. Back to the screen. Count is 0-2 on Brett Boone. Inside corner, strike 3, and there's 2 down. Second consecutive strikeout. Was it a strike? Too close to take. If anything, it was inside corner. He must have been looking outside. So it's Gurriel Jr. hitting 226, a homer and 3 runs batted in here in April. Two-seamer in there, strike one. And he skies it to center. Don Cheadle is there. War Machine makes the catch to retire the side. So, 1.5 innings of baseball complete. The score remains 1-0 Avengers. So, bottom of the second, Idris Elba is hitting .320, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. He is Hemsworth in the Thor franchise. And he, behind on the fastball, skies it to Tony Gwynn in right, and there is one away. The defense for the San Francisco Giants in the outfield from left to right, Santana, Victorino, and Gwynn. And in the infield, Lupow, Cal Ripken Jr., Brett Boone, Jimmy Fox, and Caleb Hamilton behind the plate. So, the man who plays Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, steps to the plate. And he lines it up the middle and through. It's a base hit to center with 1 out here in the second. Benedict's playing third base in place of T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, taking the day off. Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer, hitting .278, steps up to the plate. Guardian of the Galaxy. Takes outside for ball one. Cumberbatch leads off first. Way out in front of the changeup, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Bautista. Again, he's out in front of the change of speed. It's 1 and 2. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Doctor Strange leads off first. Here's the pitch. And he drives it high and deep. It is at the warning track. He makes the catch for the second out. Nice running play. Deep drive, but not quite deep enough. Crosley Field is an airport. So War Machine, Don Cheadle's hitting .295 with 8 runs batted in. Steps up for 2 outs here in the second. He's a switch hitter hitting from the... Pulls it foul. Switch hitter hitting from the right side. Check that left side against the righty Bob Feller. Count is no balls and 1 strike on Cheadle. Out in front of the changeup, count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side is retired. 2 innings of baseball complete. The score remains the MCU 1, San Francisco 0. Top of the third, Domingo Santana, .250 on the season, part-time player, giving another player a day off on a Sunday. Line drive right at the Falcon for the first out. Sam Mackey makes the catch. Sam Mackey. Anthony Mackey. Okay, I'm very confused. Oh, I thought it was on... My mistake. Okay, I thought it was on a line. Apparently it was a hard ground ball. So they're calling it an E6 on Anthony Mackey. Ground ball. Foul. Strike 1. My mistake. Thought it was on a line. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Lupow, who's hitting .300 on the season. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there's 1 down. Well, his 3rd strikeout of the game. That's one way to eliminate fielding mistakes. Just take it completely out of their hands. Thor strikes him out. Next up is Caleb Hamilton, the catcher, hitting .083 on the season. Ooh, that was low, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Pulls it down the third base line, but it goes foul. Count is 0-2 on Caleb Hamilton. Off the plate inside, 1-2. And he fouls it back. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the third. Runner leads off first. Again, another foul ball. Check swing. Was it in there? We don't know. The bottom line is it was called an out. It is the second out of the inning, and Hemsworth's 4th strikeout of the game. The lineup turns over. Tony Gwynn lined out in the first. He is 0 for 1. He steps in there with 2 outs. And it is a lazy fly ball to Batista in left. He makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 left. And at the end of 2.5, it's Hollywood Avengers 1, San Francisco Giants 0. Bottom of the third, Tom Holland grounded out in the first. He steps up, 0 for 1. Pitches outside for ball 1. Inside ball 2, 2-0. Goes after the high pitch. Could have been 3-0, but the count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Spider-Man. And now the count is 3-1. Hitters count. Anthony Mackie's on deck. Fouls it off. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff man here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. The 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and he is the first out. So after an off day, they played 3 against the Rockies and then 3 at the Diamondbacks. That is the weekly upcoming schedule for the Hollywood Avengers. So next up is Anthony Mackie. He hit a double and scored a run in the first. There's 1 down here in the third. And he fouls it off for strike 1. In the dirt, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Falcon. Sam Wilson. Pulls it foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 down. Bob Feller's 4th strikeout of the game. RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., also known as Tony Stark or Iron Man, is 0 for 1. Outside ball 1. Swing and a miss at the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Tony. Ball 2, 2-1. Three and 1. Hitters count. Chris Evans is on deck. And he pulls it. Scooped up by Fox. Tosses to the pitcher covering. Feller takes it to the bag to retire the side. So, after 3 innings of baseball, this is a pitcher's duel. It's 1-0 Avengers. Top of the 4th, Shane Victorino steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. Pitches outside for ball 1. Thor Odinson on the mound. Outside ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss at the slur. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Tries to bunt this way on. This one is better, but it is foul. Count is 2-2. Jams him in on his hands, fouls it back to the screen. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes with no one out. The MCU has a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. And again, we'll do it over. Fouls it back to the screen. Grounds it up the first base line, but it again goes foul. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Grounds it, oh, almost went over the third base bag, but he drove it foul. This is now the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Here comes pitch number 10. Count remains 2-2. Up the middle, but Tom Holland is there. He makes the throw to first, and there is 1 away.
The first baseman, number 3.
Jimmy Fox grounded out in the first. He was 0 for 1. Swing and a miss at the 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Thor, Odin's son. Strike 1. Grounds it up the middle. Nice play by, yes, gets him by a step. Nice range by Spider-Man. Up the middle. Let's look at the replay. Backhands it. Crosses body. Gets him by a step. So, Cal Ripken Jr. with 2 outs in the 4th. He struck out in the 2nd. It's his 2nd plate appearance. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he slices it down the line, but foul. Strike 2. And he pops him up behind the plate. Captain America is there. Evans makes the catch to retire the side. So it's still a 1-0 ball game here in the 4th inning. Chris Evans leads off. Captain America and an RBI single in the first.
For the Avengers, the captain.
Pitches low, ball 1.
Evans.
And he smashes it high and deep. That is Gonzo. It is the 3rd home run of the season for Chris Evans. Captain America can do this all day. And the score is now 2-0. Oh, yeah. Boom. Thought he was going to bring it back. They made that big jump, Tony Gwynn. So the Hulk struck out in the first. Mark Ruffalo steps in. Outside ball 1. Inside ball 2. Ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. Do we have the green light? No, he will not. Ball 4, walks him on 4 pitches. So Ruffalo is at first with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Number 63.
Idris Elba, Hemsworth steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses, strike 1. High pitch. Ruffalo leads off first.
0-1.
Low and outside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Elba. Just catches the corner with the slider, count is 1-2. Nasty pitch. Low, 2-2. High, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. Will the runner be in motion? I don't think so. Not a lot of speed at first.
That's ball 4.
So, consecutive walks. And they have runners at first and second with nobody out. So the homer and then 2 straight walks sends the pitching coach out to the mound to talk to Bob Feller, see what's going on. Benedict Cumberbatch, Stephen Strange at a single in the second. He has a runner in scoring position. Lead off first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside ball 1. And he pops it up right behind the plate in foul territory. Caleb Hamilton makes the catch for the first out. As you can see, pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Trading Cards. Bob Feller has hit the triple-digit mark, high 90s for Chris Hemsworth. Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer, steps in with 1 out. Out in front of the slider, count is 0-1 on Bautista. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Count 0-2.
Swinging 8 balls, he needs to get a little more disciplined at the plate. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch was clocked at 101 miles an hour. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there are 2 down here in the 4th. Bob Feller's 5th strikeout.
The batter, number 10.
Next up is War Machine Don Cheadle. He struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1.
Nope.
Ball 1 outside.
Count 1-0.
Two and 0. Grounds it towards the hole and short. Throws it to second for the force, and the side is retired. So, after the home run by Chris Evans, the end of 4 innings of play, it's the Avengers leading 2-0. Leading off is Brett Boone, top and 5th, 0 for 1.
Brett Boone.
Swing and a miss, the 2-seamer, strike 1. Fouls off the sinker, strike 2. Swing and a miss, the inside fastball ties him up. That's the 5th strikeout for Hemsworth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel.
Throwing the thunder. So there's 1 down. Gurriel Jr. flew out in the second, steps in. Skies it on the first pitch to center field. Don Cheadle is there. He makes the catch, 2 away.
Now batting,
Domingo Santana steps up. Grounds it down the first base line. Tosses it over to Hemsworth to make the play. The side is retired, so it's time to start talking about it. We've pitched 5 no-hit innings. Chris Hemsworth is throwing a perfect game, and after 4.5 innings of baseball, it's 2-0 Avengers. Did I just jinx it? We'll find out. So, Tom Holland, 0 for 2. Spider-Man steps up for his 3rd plate appearance against Bob Feller.
Holland.
Oh, he hits it high and deep. It is Gonzo. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, has made it a 3-0 lead with his 3rd homer of the season, a solo shot. 403 feet. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. See replay. Boom. Home run number 3 for Tom Holland. Out into the street. So Anthony Mackie steps in. He hit a double today. He's 1 for 2.
Now batting, number 9.
Whoa, that counts.
Just low, but no below the knees. Strike 1. Check that ball. 1-0. And he flies it the other way. Out number 1. Gurriel makes the catch.
Now batting, number 12.
Robert Downey Jr. is 0 for 2. 2 groundouts. Swings over the top to change of speed. Count is 0-1 on Tony Stark.
Ball.
1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Grounds it to the shortstop. Fields fires. Got him. RDJ is now 0 for 3. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting,
Chris Evans is 2 for 2. He's got a homer and an RBI single.
Evans.
And he pulls it foul for strike number 1. Fouls off the 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and the count is very quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Chris Evans. Inside ball 1. Outside ball 2. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. Line drive over the head of the first baseman, down, rolling all the way into the corner. It's going to be at least a double, and that's where it will be with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Chris Evans is 3 for 3. He has a homer, a single, a double. He's a triple shy of hitting for the cycle today. Here's the replay again. Boom. So Mark Ruffalo is up with a runner in scoring position with 2 down here in the 5th. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Ball 1 inside and low.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now it's high. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0. No green light. He's taking a pitch. Inside corner, 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner off second. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the pitch. Checked the swing, but it was in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. He went too far. That's a cold 3rd strike. So inning is over, but it's an official ball game. 5 innings of baseball are complete, and the Hollywood Avengers are leading 3-0. We go to the top of the 6th. Jordan Luplow steps in against Chris Hemsworth. Fouls it back to the screen for strike number 1. Hits it high and deep, but playable. Batista is there, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
The catcher, number 14.
Caleb Hamilton struck out in the 30s, 1 for 13 for the season. Swing and a miss, the fastball, strike 1. Fouls it off. Count was 1 ball. Oh, check that. No balls, 2 strikes on Hamilton. Swing and a miss, and there's 2 down. That's his 6th strikeout of the game.
Now batting, right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Leadoff man Tony Gwynn is 0 for 2. Obviously, no one has a hit on the team as of yet. Grounds it weakly to Tom Holland. Takes it and throws to first. And the side is retired. 6 innings, perfect game for Chris Hemsworth. The score is 3-0 Avengers.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties for the Giants. On the mound, making his 6th appearance of the season, Yusmeiro Petit. He's got an ERA of 8.10. Idris Elba was 0 for 1 officially. He did walk in this ball game. Steps in against Petit. Pettit. And he fouls it off for strike 1. I guess it'd be Pettit, I would imagine. Meanwhile, there's... who knows? And he pulls it to the left field, but right there is Gurriel, and there's one away.
Now batter. Number 3.
Benedict Cumberbatch is 1 for 2 with a single. Steps in. Pitch is high, but a strike. 2 right-handers warming up in the San Francisco Giants bullpen. Count is 0-1 on Cumberbatch. Out in front of the changeup, count is 0-2. Outside corner, strike 3. And there's 2 away. Here's the replay. Let's look at it. I mean, an argument could be made that it was a little low, but with 2 strikes, you have to protect the plate. So Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer, is 0 for 2. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls it off for strike 1. Count is 1-1 on Bautista. Two and one. Outside corner, count evens to 2 balls and 2 strikes. On Dave. Did he swing?
What do you got?
No, he did not. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Payoff pitch is coming. And he pulls it foul, and we'll do it again. Just gets a piece of the cut fastball to stay alive. Fouls off the fastball. Count will remain full. And he skies it to center. Playable. Shane Victorino is there. And he retires the side. So, 6 innings of baseball here at Crosley Field. And the score is the Avengers 3, San Francisco nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Shane Victorino steps up against Chris Hemsworth. Fouls it back, strike 1. Fouled off into the glove for strike 2. Fan is starting to get a little excited. And he fouls it back. Count will remain 0-2 on Victorino. In the dirt, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. The no-hitter is intact. The perfect game is intact. And he skies it. Playable. Elba is there, and there's 1 away here in the 7th. You just feel it in the stadium. Jimmy Fox steps up with 1 out here in the 7th. Pitches at the knees, strike 1. Fouls off the split finger fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. He's only thrown 59 pitches. This is his 60th pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 outs. That's his 7th strikeout of the game.
The batter, number 8.
The mighty Thor. Cal Ripken Jr. steps up. Outside corner, strike 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitches outside. Inside ball 2. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Count is 2 and 2. Fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. The no-hitter is intact. The perfect game is intact. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Side retired. 7 innings of no-hit ball. They are riding the perfect game. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. MCU leads 3-0. Bottom of the 7th. Don Cheadle, War Machine, is up. He's 0 for 2.
The center fielder, number 10.
Pitches low, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
He fouls off the change of speed. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Don Cheadle.
Ball
2 balls, 1 strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball
3 and 1 count. Hitters count. Spider-Man is on deck. And he hits it high and deep, but playable for Tony Gwynn in right. And there's 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. So with 1 down, Tom Holland steps to the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a solo homer.
Holland.
Inside ball 1. Ball 2. Count is 2-0. Pulls it hard, line drive down the right field line, left field line, but it goes foul. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ball.
3 and 1 count. Anthony Mackie is on deck. And he pops him up in the infield. Catcher Hamilton is there, and there's 2 away. So right now, the story is not how many runs the Avengers score. The story is, can Chris Hemsworth, the mighty Thor, pitch a perfect game? Anthony Mackie, 1 for 3 with a double, steps up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ball.
Low ball 1. And he skies it to shallow center. Cal Ripken Jr. makes the catch to retire the side. So we go to the 8th inning. Can the mighty Thor do it? It's the Avengers 3-0. Leading off the top of the 8th, Brett Boone.
Leading off to the gun, the second baseman, Brett Boone.
Fouls it off, strike one. That's right, no hitter through 7 innings. Out in front of the sinker, strike two. And he fouls it back to the screen. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it weakly to the left side. Cumberbatch fields, fires, and there's one down here in the 8th. 5 more outs.
The batter, the designated hitter, Mortis Gurriel.
Gurriel steps up. Skies it. And there's 4 outs remaining. Batista makes the catch.
Up next to the Giants, the left fielder,
Domingo Santana, 1 for 6 on the season. At the knees, strike one. Just off the plate outside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 19,800 here at Crosley Field. Swing and a miss, strike two. They're 1 strike away from getting through 8 shutout innings. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 8 perfect no-hit innings for Chris Hemsworth. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-0 Avengers.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties for the Giants, Will Smith makes his 4th appearance out of the bullpen. He's no record. His ERA is 12. Robert Downey Jr. steps up. He's 0 for 3.
Leading for the Avengers, the first baseman, number 12.
High ball 1. Ball 2. Three balls, no strikes. Chris Evans is on deck. Inside ball 4, he walks the leadoff man on 4 pitches. So the Avengers here in the bottom of the 8th have a base runner with nobody out.
Catcher,
Chris Evans, Captain America, switches to bat from the right side against the lefty Will Smith. He's 3 for 3 today. Down low. He needs a triple for the cycle. Will Smith has thrown 5 straight balls. That's 6 straight. Count as 2 balls and no strikes on Evans. I'm going to wait till he throws a strike. And there's a strike down the middle. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Chris Evans. Three and 1, hitters count. The Hulk is on deck. Ball 4, he walks the first 2 men he sees. His runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th.
number 84.
Will Smith is in trouble. So Ruffalo is officially 0 for 2. He did walk in the 4th inning. Runners lead off first and second. Outside, ball 1. On the outside corner, the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Mark Ruffalo. He grounds it. Oh, beautiful play by Boone. Over to second for 1, back to first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. And there is suddenly 2 down. The runner advances to third base, but I'm sure they will trade. 2 outs for a runner at third. What a nice play by Brett Boone. So, 2 down. Idris Elba is up. He'll need a hit to get that runner home from third. He walked today. He's 0 for 2. And he drives it deep, but not deep enough. Gurriel is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. Can he do it? We'll go to the top of the 9th. Chris Hemsworth is pitching a no-hitter and a perfect game. So, leading off the top of the 9th, Jordan Luplow.
For San Francisco, the third baseman, Jordan Luplow.
At the knees for strike 1. Out in front of the sinker, count is 0-2 on Luplow. Jams him. And first out is recorded in foul territory. Tony Stark catches the first, catches the pop-up. 2 more outs. Caleb Hamilton steps up. He struck out twice today. Grounds it up the middle. Mackey is there. He fires. 1 more out. No-hitter through 8 2/3 innings. In fact, it's a perfect game. They are down to their final out. Tony Gwynn is up. And he grounds it. Oh, it's through. They lose the no-hitter with 8 2/3 innings. And they finally get a hit. Oh, no. Oh, it's broken up with 1 out left. Oh. Let's go for the complete game shutout. So the count is 0-1. Shane Victorino is 0 for 3, like everybody else in the lineup except for Tony Gwynn. Inside corner, they're down to their final strike. Fouls it off. The count will remain 0-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. And he pulls it high and deep, but it will curve into the seats. Foul. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Gwynn leads off first. Grounds it weakly to Tom Holland. He throws to first. Scooped out of the dirt. Tony grabs it. Side retired, and they win. They win 3-0. They take 2 out of 3 at home against the San Francisco Giants, and they come within 1 out of pitching a perfect game and no hitter. 8 2/3 innings, 1 hit. It's a complete game shutout for Chris Hemsworth, and the Avengers are 10-6 on the season. So let's go through this the right way. The Hollywood Avengers, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. San Francisco Giants, no runs, 1 hit, no error. Chris Hemsworth is obviously the winner and the player of the game. He's got his 3rd win of the season. He's 3-1. Bob Feller gets the loss. This has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. I wish it could have been a no-hitter, but 8 2/3, what am I going to do? So, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Please like the videos. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you like Dungeons & Dragons, we play D&D every Monday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.